Michelle Wu, mayor of Boston, is filing a FOIA request to unmask every property owner who answered ICE's notice for 249 spaces in Boston. She wants their names. And folks, she admits on camera, ICE never even contacted her. I wonder why. So stay with me because I'm going to roll her exact words, and DHS answer is brutal. Quote, "We as a city will be filing another FOIA request for responses that come in from the Boston area." That is Wu on camera. She's admitting that she's hunting citizens, and in the same breath, that ICE never contacted her, so this isn't an emergency. She went looking for a fight and picked small business people as the target. I'm going to roll her exact words, including the forward phrase she uses about what City Hall will do to those owners next, and DHS's flat answer that she has zero legal power to stop any of it. And now a separate bulletin. Open enrollment season is bearing down, and the annual plan change window is once again reshaping what American seniors pay. And here's the developing story, Patriots, that no mainstream chyron will carry millions of seniors overpaying for Medicare right now. While big insurance profits off the confusion, the mailers, the robocalls, the fine print, there is a newsroom for your Medicare. It's called Chapter. Independent medical advisors and the only advisors comparing every plan nationwide. Chapter reviews your doctors and your prescriptions and then reports back what you actually need. If you're already on the best plan, Chapter will confirm it. If you're not, they will help you switch plans. One call under 20 minutes, and it literally costs you nothing. No obligation, no pressure, and no sales pitch dressed up as advice. The number is 910-728-4109. While Boston's filing paperwork over parking spaces, Chapter investigates your file. And that is the bulletin. Reaching out to property owners, that's the phrase. Say it out loud, right? Reaching out from a city hall that holds your permits, your inspections, your liquor license. You know what that means. Now, let's take a look at the accounts, all caught on tape. Boston Michelle Wu, mayor, filing FOIA requests to dox private property owners who offered parking spaces to ICE. She's trying to expose and intimidate citizens for doing lawful business with federal immigration authorities.
Let's talk about ICE. They have been trying to lease nearly 250 parking spaces in the city of Boston. You've gone on record strongly opposing any expansion of their offices. It's really unclear if they're expanding right now. Have you heard any more about their efforts to expand, if they exist?
We haven't had direct communication from them, but this is not a surprise because even when we've asked for specific information, it's been difficult or impossible to get it. As I understand, this was part of an open process to start laying the groundwork for potential procurement or what's called an RFP to actually get parking spots. So it seems like this is an early precursor step. We, as a city, will be filing another FOIA request for any responses that have come in from the Boston area so that we know what information they may be sifting through. We strongly oppose any expansion of their efforts here and would encourage and will be reaching out to property owners to try to ensure that they're not adding to a surge of unlawful and dangerous activity.
Wow. Aiding and abetting ICE. So the mayor of Boston is FOIAing her own residents for renting out parking spots. Patricia calls it exactly what it is, socialist governance. She says it isn't another progressive mayor. She's not. She's a textbook example of how socialist-style governance erodes the foundations of American democracy. As Boston's mayor, Wu has doubled down on policies that expand government power, undermine the rule of law, and punish private citizens.
We need to preserve our cities. We cannot do this with a socialist communist in the office of mayor, as we know it will destroy the city.
She lays out the pattern now, the mechanics of it. 249 space market research notice from ICE and a mayor telling property owners their business, or property gets hurt if they say yes. Unhinged Boston Mayor Wu targeting business and property owners that helped ICE. Actively targeting private businesses and property owners who might help.
We will not help IC, and I will hurt your business or your property if you help ICE.
Now that was clearly an AI generated video, so there's my disclaimer. Okay. So, what does it all mean? Let's just tie it up. Michelle Wu took a transparency law written so citizens could watch their government, and she flipped it into a weapon so her government could watch the citizens. And she did it on video smiling because she thinks hunting a guy who rents parking lots is an audition tape for 2028. The DHS called this unhinged and said Wu has no authority to block a federal operation. Good. Now go further. Federal funding, federal contracts, personal legal exposure for officials who obstruct. Use them. And to every property owner in Boston who is watching this right now, you're not alone. And the United States government is a whole lot bigger than one mayor. So keep doing lawful business out in the open. And watch what Wu does with those FOIA responses, because the second she publishes a name, it stops being a policy fight and turns into a crime. And drop your take in the comments. Share this with somebody in Massachusetts and hit subscribe. The pressure only works if enough of us are pushing. And speaking of pushing, Wu wants names published. We'd rather publish what actually happens inside the building that she's defying. Text White House to 844-840-4963, and the Next News Network will drop the material that didn't fit into the segment into your phone every night straight from the room we're credentialed to stand in. And whether or not this video ever gets distributed, but some of you didn't come here to read a briefing, you came to carry it. So text Signal to that same number, enlist in the Next News Signal Corps, and the more you move, the higher you climb. Get in tonight.